everyone, and welcome to Season 3 of Conversations with Nancy. This season today is focused on community partnerships, innovation, and best serving our residents of Hillsborough County. I'm excited today to welcome John Duffy and Craig Phillips from Grant Street, and of course, our tax collector, Nancy Millan. We're going to be talking about some really exciting, innovative services and options available to all of our customers. So I am very excited to welcome all of our guests today. Nancy, thank you so much, and thanks to you guys for joining us.
Well, thank you, Tori. And I am excited because this is one of my favorite topics is online services and innovation and how we can provide service. I've known you guys for a really long time, and we've had a long-lasting partnership for over 15 years.
Yes.
And we've always been on the cusp of new technology to provide online services. And I'm really excited to have you here today. Do you want to talk about what you do and what our partnership looks like?
Sure. Well, my name is Craig Phillips, and I'm the Florida Business Development and Client Relationship Manager. And I've been with the company for 13 years. And so for all of that time, had the opportunity to work with you and in your office. And so we are able to provide your office with the tax collection and billing system that you use to collect property taxes, process vehicle registration renewals, both in office and online. And so as business needs have changed over the years and how your office serves the public and your customers, we've continued to work with you and your team to innovate those services and make sure that we're meeting and hopefully exceeding your needs.
And you have.
And I'm John Duffy. I work on Craig's team as a relationship manager for the taxes product. And I'm here local in Tampa, so I'm your go-to guy for Grant Street. We work together with all of your staff just to keep in close touch with what's going on here and how we can best be serving you.
Yeah, and I think this conversation is near and dear to my heart because when we've had to pivot and change the way we provided services, we worked together to come up with some ways for easy access. I remember, during COVID was a time when we had to get really creative and trying to serve our customers, and us working and collaborating together really was a shift in our focus and innovation and services. I remember even just having a chat and how we talked to folks using computers and using Zoom and everything else. It just really did shift the way we looked at how to provide services, and really was a learning experience that I think is incredible where we started during COVID and where we're at now with even how we collect your payments online and some of the things that you're doing now with, and maybe you guys can elaborate more on, the easiness of just paying your taxes and renewing a tag online.
Absolutely. And one of the things that's critical for us is making sure that we continue to innovate and identify the trends in the market and be able to meet your customers' expectations. An example of that is upgrading all of your point of sale devices. It was right around the time COVID was happening to be able to accept contactless payments with customers tapping their credit card. So at that time, not having to touch the device or using their phone with Apple Pay and Google Pay. And so really just working to enhance those over-the-counter services.
Now what? We take almost every form of payment, would you say? With Apple Pay, and what are the other ones you think?
And so we've transitioned online as well to being able to accept Apple Pay, Google Pay as well.
So making it super convenient and easy for our customers. Our goal working together is to exactly that, convenience and easy access to information. So anytime you visit our office online, you know that part of what's out there and what's available is exactly what you help us provide: easy access to services, convenience, and a trusted site where we're going to ensure that those folks, their data and their information is secured. Can you elaborate on some of the things from your end and what we're doing?
Yeah, I think when we are developing these different technologies for you, we do it very deliberately. I think you can look at a lot of the features that we roll out and say, okay, that's a feature that might be a little dated, but we really want to make sure that when we do deliver something, because we're working with a government office and because this is customer sensitive information, it's really a priority to do it right and not just do it as fast as possible. So we try to strike that balance. We work really closely with your teams to make sure these features roll out as robustly accessible to your teams and the customers that use them. But it's absolutely important that we keep that data secure. So, for example, just as something as uploading a document, you recently rolled out the military renewal registration form so that military personnel can upload their orders, and it assists them in registering their vehicle or renewing that registration. Right. And just uploading that document is something that has a lot of technical implications, and to keep it safe and secure for that customer, but also so that you have the peace of mind that that data is going to be secure, is a massive priority for us.
I agree. I think that from all aspects, cybersecurity and protecting data is a high priority for everyone. And when we're trying to build that trust with our customers, we want, this is an opportunity to share our story and what goes into implementing something like some of these things that we're talking about, because we take all of those things into consideration, and we certainly want to ensure that our people, our users, our customers feel that they're going to a trusted environment where they have easy access and they know that their information is secure and that they're not going to be vulnerable to anything out there. So I think I'm excited because you mentioned some things that I would love to hear about, and I want our customers and our public to hear about all the new exciting things that we have coming down the pike in the next year or less than a year.
Yeah.
Do you want to share some of those things that I think they're really exciting? Again, I think it's a game changer for our customers and having access to things from their very home.
Yeah. So coming out of COVID, obviously, people are getting more and more comfortable doing things online. And especially with the growing population here in Hillsborough, it's absolutely essential we give people the opportunity to not stay in an office and wait in line if they don't have to. So it's really been important for us to identify the kinds of services we can move online so that those customers can access them without having to go into the office. And so what's currently rolling out later this year is that document upload service, which is just enabling a lot more use cases. So whether you need to print an electronic title and pick it up, whether you need to renew your registration as a military personnel, if you want to do an online title application for a vehicle title, all of these things are really going to be powered by one of those key technology pieces of the document upload, where you can go onto the site and either complete an entire transaction online or complete 80-90% of it, and then your in-office visit is just so much more efficient, and you don't have to go back multiple times because you already know you have the right documents.
Right. You don't. I think it's important that we, you hit on so many things that, our priority is we don't want multiple visits. You don't want to have extended wait times, and us listening and learning, as well as you as our partner, listening and learning has really been critical in making these enhancements. And so it's really exciting to see them come to life, where we're going to be able to provide more services, easy access, that they don't have to come into the office at all. So I think it's important for our public to just, know that this is not something that happens overnight, and that we're listening and learning and making those changes and enhancements that ultimately benefit everyone.
And a lot of times it's not only just our two organizations collaborating, and an example and something that I'm really excited about that we'll be rolling out soon is online toll clearances for registration renewals.
We've all had a few of those, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure we're all getting spammed by the text messages and the notices in the mail and everything. So through working with some of the different toll authorities across the state, we are in the process of enabling more transactions to be able to be done online if a customer has a stop on their renewal, to where they can process a toll stop online, so they don't have to come into your office.
Right. So what you're saying is that a lot of times, a lot of the frustrations that we hear is like, oh gosh, I tried to do this online and I couldn't. I have to come in. Yes. With this enhancement, you can take care of it at home in real time and get your renewal all in one bank.
Yes.
One shot, get it all done, and receive your decal in the mail, or you can pick it up.
Mhm.
Which hopefully,
Yep.
when will we see that?
Yeah, so we're piloting that right now with one of our tax collector partners. And so you should be able to expect to see that within the next month or so.
You heard it right here, folks. We'll have that. And again, more of these changes are coming down the pike to just make it so much easier, taking out those challenges and frustrations that people have. These partnerships and having a team like yours that is willing to listen and learn from us and learn from our pain points is really, really valuable. That's why we've worked together so long. And I think that's why we've been successful and continue to be successful, is because you do listen and learn from what the challenges are and then implement those changes. So we really do appreciate that.
Yeah, and we really appreciate just the appetite for innovation that you and your office has, because a lot of these features, we are maybe the technological experts on the side of development, but you guys are the business experts on what makes the feature effective.
Right.
And your team especially has played an instrumental role in forming a lot of the features that we have developed, just as we keep that dialogue open during development, making sure that we're actually delivering something that is useful and not just what we think makes sense. Your guys' ability to just keep the pedal down and innovate everywhere you can has helped make this partnership very fruitful as well.
We're excited because our next phase is possibly using AI and how we can use that to create efficiencies. I'm not sure where you guys are on that, but it's something that intrigues us. And, we want to work smarter, not harder. And using AI is not to get rid of human touch or, the human element, but to use AI to really create efficiencies is something that we're looking at, and how we can use it to improve our services and reallocate resources where they're needed.
Yes.
And I think, a big part too, is that a lot of people don't realize that we are agents of the state too, right? So I know, our partnership through Grant Street, also, those three systems communicating seamlessly is very important, right?
Yes. That's one of the biggest challenges we have too, is that people don't realize that we have multiple systems and there's several different agencies working together to make something happen. And so I think there's a misconception of, well, why isn't this happening now? And why does it take as long? Is because the fact is that we have so many agencies that we work with, and you also have to work with to obtain all the information and get it in real time so that we can perform all of these different types of transactions. So I think you play a pivotal role in moving forward with our innovative ways of conducting business and changing the landscape too, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm excited to hear what else you have down ready for us in the next year or two.
Yeah, I think the next big thing that's coming is just really building a platform where you guys can continue to increase the flexibility of payments for your customers. That's been the demand. And so whether it's just rolling out new payment methods, but it's also just making those payments themselves more flexible. So with, for example, that document upload feature, that allows us to turn transactions that had to take place in the office with a payment exchange there. We can create a miscellaneous payment that customer can use online to complete a transaction. So really developing very kind of custom fit payment solutions so that your staff can push out essentially payables to different customers for different services across the board. Those two, between document upload and flexible payments, those two open up a whole host of features that we are really eager to kind of learn from your office as to what the most important ones are, so that we can work on delivering those as soon as we can.
Right. Almost that like Amazon experience is where you go and your experience is personalized to your needs, where you have access to all of your information in one hub, where you see your property tax, your vehicle registration, your driver's license in one area where you can handle it all without having to hunt and peck through different systems to find information that you need or that you need to pay. And it would be really wonderful to just have one access point where you have all of the information available to you as you need it.
Yeah.
That's right. And another feature that we're working on that we hope to deliver, I believe by the end of this year that we're targeting is auto pay for registration renewals. So if customers do have an online profile with a saved tender, they will be able to elect to have their registration renewal auto renew each year.
Nice.
And there will be email communications with them in advance of that, notifying them. So just providing more flexibility online for your customers.
Do you see adding maybe text messages as well as a form of notification and payment?
Yes, that's something that we're working on as well, being able to send out text message reminders as well as receipt confirmations in addition to the email exchanges.
I love it. I think that, added convenience, and it's everybody walks around with their phone, and just being
Absolutely.
able to do it right there at the moment when you're reminded, and being able to have access directly to pay it there, I think is phenomenal. And I can't wait to see that come about. I keep saying that, but I really am excited because I think, when you talk about the number of people we serve, with a population of 1.6 million people, and we have 1 million people coming into our office in a given year, any technology that adds value and convenience is an important part of keeping people from coming into the office and having the convenience of having access to what they need to do from the convenience of their homes.
Right. And it's an encouragement for everybody to always explore the online options to see if there's a way to prevent that office visit, or just to make that office visit a little less painful, right? Whether it's making sure you have the correct documentation before you come in, exploring those online services and what information you can get there is just going to make the customer experience so much smoother. And that's where we're sort of sinking a lot of our efforts, is just to expand that so that as people explore what's available online, how can I stay out of the office, there are more and more options that they can utilize online.
Thank you, guys. This was a fantastic conversation. So you guys heard a lot of really exciting things coming, but not only what's coming for this year, but what's already available to you, our Hillsborough County residents, what's available online. So as I said, we encourage you guys to check out our website at hillstaxfl.gov, where you can find all of these online resources, and be sure to follow along with us for all of the exciting updates for these innovations that are yet to come. Thank you to Craig, John, and to Nancy for what a great conversation. And thank you all for tuning in. Take care, everybody.